Hey homies, as I told you, today we're going to talk about the Crunchyroll Anime Awards 2026. I know I'm a bit late, but I still came. This is actually the first time I'm making a video about the Crunchyroll Awards, but I've watched the last two award shows too, and honestly, in those years, it felt like they were focusing only on one or two anime again and again. This year, I thought it would be the same, but surprisingly, it changed a little bit. Not too much, but definitely a little better. Correct me if I'm wrong, okay, homies? The winners this year felt acceptable. Not the best, not terrible either. So let's look at the winners. Best Opening Sequence. The winner was On the Way from Dan Da Dan Season 2. And honestly, this one felt deserved. It defeated openings from Call of the Night, Gachiakuta, Solo Leveling, My Hero Academia, Witch Watch. And honestly, defeating all these wasn't easy. But Dan Da Dan's opening had that chaotic energy and style that instantly catches your attention. Best Ending Sequence. This was won by Ai from My Hero Academia. And honestly, this one felt deserved. It defeated Solo Leveling, Spy X Family, Dan Da Dan, My Dress Up Darling, Kaiju Number 8. The ending song really matched the emotional vibe perfectly. Best Background Art. This award went to Gachiakuta. Now listen, Gachiakuta's animation style was definitely cool. The graffiti-inspired visuals looked unique overall, but specifically for background art, I personally don't think it stood out that much. The nominees were Dan Da Dan, City the Animation, Kowloon Generic Romance, The Summer Hikaru Died, The Apothecary Diaries. And honestly, I think The Summer Hikaru Died should have won this one. The atmosphere and background visuals in that anime were insanely haunting. Best Anime Song. We can blindly say this one, Eerie from Chainsaw Man. The movie won Best Anime Song. And yeah, that song was an absolute vibe material. Super catchy and unforgettable. Totally deserved. Best Character Design. This was won by Gachiakuta again. Other nominees were The Apothecary Diaries, One Piece, Dan Da Dan, My Dress Up Darling, Takopi's Original Sin. And honestly, I think Gachiakuta deserved this. The character designs looked rough, stylish, expressive, and different from normal anime aesthetics. Every character had a strong identity and matched the anime's chaotic world perfectly. Best Soundtrack. This award went to Demon Slayer. And honestly, absolutely deserved. Just like how the opening song category got carried by vibes, Demon Slayer's soundtrack completely carried emotions and hype moments. Other nominees were Chainsaw Man, the movie, Dan Da Dan, Solo Leveling, The Apothecary Diaries. And something I noticed, we've already seen some anime repeatedly appearing in almost every category. But don't worry, there's more. Best Isekai Anime. The winner was Re:Zero. Honestly, I haven't watched most of the nominees except Re:Zero. The nominees were Twisted Wonderland, Campfire Cooking in Another World, Dad's Been Reincarnated, Konosuba, Zenshu. So if any of you watched these anime, tell me in the comments. Were any of them more deserving? Or was Re:Zero the perfect winner? Best Slice of Life Anime. The nominees were My Dress Up Darling, Blue Box, The Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity, City the Animation, and Shirley. But the winner was Spy Family. And honestly, I think some of the other nominees deserved it more. What's your opinion, homies? Best Comedy Anime. And come on, we all knew Dan Da Dan was winning this one. Other nominees were Spy Family, My Dress Up Darling, City the Animation, Witch Watch, Ranma 1/2. Dan Da Dan's comedy timing and randomness were just too good. Best Drama Anime. This category was won by The Apothecary Diaries. The nominees were Orb, The Summer Hikaru Died, Takopi's Original Sin, Blue Box, and Shirley. I actually haven't watched most of the nominees here except Takopi's Original Sin, And that anime was genuinely painful and emotional. So tell me in the comments, who do you think should have won this category? Best Romance Anime. This one was won by The Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity, and honestly, completely deserved. Other nominees were Dan to Dan, My Dress Up Darling, Honey Lemon Soda, Ranma 1/2, Blue Box. Now Dan to Dan definitely has romance elements, but let's be honest. It feels like they just didn't want Dan to Dan to miss any category nominations. Still, giving the award to Fragrant Flower was a really good decision. Best Action Anime. This category was won by Solo Leveling. It defeated Dan to Dan, My Hero Academia, One Piece, Gachiakuta, Kaiju Number 8. Now, Solo Leveling winning isn't bad. Season 2 was hype and action focused, so it makes sense. But personally, I think One Piece or My Hero Academia should have won. That would have felt even more justified. Best Director. Again, this was won by The Apothecary Diaries. Was Season 2 really that good? Because now I definitely need to watch it. The nominees were Dan to Dan, Gachiakuta, Takopi's Original Sin, The Summer Hikaru Died, My Hero Academia. And again, we can see some anime appearing repeatedly in multiple categories. Best New Series. The winner was Gachiakuta. The nominees were The Summer Hikaru Died, Takopi's Original Sin, Sakamoto Days, The Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity, Clevites. And honestly, yeah, Gachiakuta kinda deserved this one. Best Original Anime. This one was won by Lazarus, and honestly, absolutely deserved. The nominees were Moonrise, Zenshu, Digimon Beat Break, Apocalypse Hotel, Mobile Suit Gundam. I'm really happy Lazarus won because making an original anime is way harder than adapting manga. Manga adaptations already have a blueprint, but original anime? You're building everything from scratch, and Lazarus pulled it off perfectly. Best Continuing Series. The winner was One Piece, Egghead Arc. And this was a great choice. The nominees were Dan Da Dan, Kaiju Number 8, My Hero Academia, Solo Leveling, Spy Ten's Family. But honestly, One Piece absolutely deserved this. Egghead Arc gave us insane lore reveals, emotional moments, and some of the best animation we've seen from the series. Totally deserved. Best Animation. The nominees were Gachiakuta, One Piece, Dan Da Dan, My Hero Academia, Takopi's Original Sin, Solo Leveling. And the winner was Solo Leveling. Now listen, the animation was good. When they first announced the Solo Leveling anime, I genuinely thought it might become a disaster adaptation. But surprisingly, they adapted it really well and stayed faithful to the manhwa's height moments. That's one of the reasons it became so famous. But other anime in this category also delivered insane quality. My Hero Academia looked amazing. Gachiakuta? No words needed. And One Piece literally took breaks just to maintain peak animation quality. So personally, I think one of those anime should have won instead of Solo Leveling. That would have felt more justifiable to me. Best Anime Movie. And this one goes to Demon Slayer. Honestly, we can blindly say it deserved Best Anime Movie. The nominees were Chainsaw Man the Movie, Mononoke, 100 Meters, The Rose of Versailles, Scarlet. But Demon Slayer's movie experience was just on another level. And finally, Anime of the Year, the biggest award. The nominees were The Summer Hikaru Died, Takopi's Original Sin, Dan Da Dan, My Hero Academia, The Apothecary Diaries, and the winner was My Hero Academia. And honestly, I'm happy with this. My Hero Academia winning Anime of the Year felt deserved. The only thing I'm still concerned about is Crunchyroll repeatedly nominating the same anime in multiple categories again and again. But if we compare it to previous years, this year's awards actually felt more acceptable overall. Not perfect, but definitely better. That's it, homies. Tell me your opinions about this year's Crunchyroll Anime Awards in the comments. Did your favorite anime win? Or did Crunchyroll rob your favorite again? Let's meet again in another video. Until then, bye homies.